shows a television studio with Phil Hartman and Philip Seymour Hoffman sitting in chairs while wearing suits. Hartman: Hello, I'm Hill Fartman, and welcome back to our 12th installment of SNL's Crazy Critics. This episode we have as our critic, Saturday Night Alive producer, Juris Doctor Joseph King. Hoffman: Yes, you can call me Joe King. I'm not joking, and I will be critiquing SNL's latest episode. And further, since it's clear SNL loves our program and constantly sends it secret messages, I will be pointing out all of SNL's secret messages sent to me. So, Hartman, let's get it on. Hartman: Okay, what did you think of the cold open? Hoffman: Well, first of all, the beautiful and lovely Chloe Fineman was out there with blonde hair. Now, she has been bouncing back and forth between blonde and brunette recently, but starting her off as a blonde, when I, of course, love blonde women, was a secret message to me. And it was a great thing calling the Chinese balloon, played beautifully by Bowen Yang, Joe's Osama, okay? But I agree with the Bowen as balloon that we are getting spied on from everywhere on our phones anyway, so our last issue should be a balloon. But still, we don't need those red commies pretending they're Winnie the Pooh or anything like that, so I'm glad it was shot down. Hartman: Okay, what did you think of Pedro Pascal's monologue? Hoffman: Well, I thought it was great, and he did a great job, the whole show, not just the monologue. But there was a lot of Spanish in there that I didn't comprehend, okay, but still very, very good, okay? And, of course, I loved Pedro as Prince Oberyn in Game of Thrones, so Lorne having him host was a secret message to me. Hoffman: So you think Pedro Pascal hosting was merely a secret message to you because you liked him on Game of Thrones? Hoffman: Did I stutter, Hartman? Okay, Pedro Pascal hosting was a secret message to me. Hartman: Okay, anyway, what did you think of the opening sketch after the monologue? Hoffman: Well, this sketch was a game show titled The Big Hollywood Quiz, where the contestants knew of classic Hollywood trivia but didn't know a damn thing going on currently. Now, I have no clue what is going on with TV or movies these days, okay? I don't have 25 different bundles yet. I still have cable like I'm in the Stone Age, so having such a premise was clearly a secret message to me. Hartman: You don't think it was a statement that generally people these days are having trouble staying caught up on all the recent movies and shows? Hoffman: I could see how you may think that, but since I'm aware that SNL is secretly in love with our program, Saturday Night Alive, I see it for what it truly is, a secret message to me. Okay, other than that they had Chloe out there as a brunette, ouch, okay? I think Fineman's a very fine woman either way, but gentlemen prefer blondes, as they say, so I want to keep her that way, so tisk tisk on the brunette hair of Chloe. Hartman: Perhaps the secret message is for you to stop talking about how beautiful you find Chloe. Hoffman: Can't stop, won't stop, Hartman, okay? Plus, Chloe's character was a podcaster, and this show is audio only, so once again, a very secret message to me. Hartman: If you say so. Anyway, how about the pre-tape sketch, the Mario Brothers spoof? Hoffman: Well, back in 1989, the first video game I ever played was Mario Brothers, so them HBOing out his character was a secret message to me. And in case you didn't notice, the world went back to normal as Chloe played the princess and, of course, had blonde hair. That was SNL trying to get back in my good graces and was therefore a secret message to me. Hartman: Okay, how about the next sketch with Pedro as someone waking up out of a coma? Hoffman: Nah, this was a very funny sketch talking LA. But I also have to hand it to Pedro for really getting into character and being the main comic creator in many of these sketches, which can be hard for a host to do. For example, that he wasn't the husband or the brother of the coma-riser, but instead the coma-riser himself. Shows how great of a performer he really is, so great job by him, okay? Now they had the stunningly sexy, beautiful, and gorgeous Heidi Gardner as blonde, which I loved, okay? But like whipped cream on a sundae, they even had the sexy and adorable Sarah Sherman as a blonde in this sketch. So piling on the beautiful blondes in this sketch was a secret message to me. Thank you, Lorne. Hartman: I have a feeling if they knew you felt this way, The whole show would be brunettes. Hoffman.
Nonsense, okay? Quite literally, their whole production is a long and winding secret message to me. That or I'm a schizophrenic narcissist, perhaps both.
Hartman. Okay. Well, how about the next sketch in the high school? Hoffman.
Yes, in this sketch, young junior high-type students were sexualizing their teacher, played by Pedro. Now, two things here. I am often sexualized by females myself, so...
Hartman. Since when? Hoffman.
If I may finish. So that was a secret message to me. And also, I had no idea what the kids were saying. Being 37 myself, I felt like I was 57 with how the kids were talking. So Lauren naturally was reminding me that time is of the essence, and I'm not getting any younger. So that reminder was a secret message to me.
Hartman. What did you think of the wing pit commercial? Hoffman.
Well, I thought the increasingly comedic amount of wings you could get, ultimately in the name of Chirax, the chicken god of death, was very, very funny. But more importantly, I will likely be getting wings myself to eat during the Super Bowl next Sunday, and of course Lauren knows this, so having a wings commercial at all was a secret message to me.
Hartman. So the premise of the sketch was created not because of the plethora of wing commercials, but because you specifically like wings. Hoffman.
See, now you're getting it.
Hartman. Moving on. What did you think of the performance by Coldplay? Hoffman.
Well, that Coldplay was a musical guest at all was, of course, based on my love of them. It Was All Yellow is, of course, a lyric in homage to my love of blonde hair. So having Coldplay on was a secret message to me. And, of course, they were awesome. Moreover, Chris started to dance with a blue, one-eyed monster. I have blue eyes and a one-eyed monster. So that was a secret message to me.
Hartman. Wow, okay. How about Weekend Update? Hoffman.
Well, I love Weekend Update. We've even spoofed it ourselves many times with Weekend Doug Update. So having Weekend Update on it all was a secret message to me. And it was very funny, as it always is, okay? Bad news for China. The gender reveal showed the balloon was a girl. Was particularly funny, along with Joe's grandfather not watching the Super Bowl because of two brothers. But they hit me over the head with secret messages by having Michael Longfellow play Puxatawny Phil. I love the movie Groundhog Day for one, with Bill Murray going through the same day over and over and over again.
Hartman. We're familiar, yes. Hoffman.
Anyway, and Longfellow portrayed Phil as a character not unlike myself, smoking weed, being a bit of a curmudgeon, having existential crises over the core of the earth, having stopped spinning, that time is an illusion, that we're all just living in a simulation. Okay, sounded just like a diatribe I would so espouse, so Longfellow doing the same was clearly a secret message to me.
Hartman. Okay, so the existence of Groundhog Day is a secret message to you. What did you think of the British rappers? Hoffman.
I couldn't hardly understand what the hell they were saying, and I had trouble figuring out the secret message until they revealed that they didn't have guns, but instead knives with them. I, of course, don't own a gun, but have two axes to grind with anyone who approaches me in my car, so that was a secret message to me.
Hartman. Okay, and what did you think of the next sketch following Weekend Update? Hoffman.
Well, it was very funny, and again, that Pedro played the comedic over-the-top mom as opposed to the son just shows how brilliant of a performance he had as a host, okay? It really was. However, mixed messages were sent here from SNL as the sketch featured Marcelo Hernandez and had Chloe as a brunette instead of a blonde.
Hartman. What's wrong with Marcelo Hernandez?
Hoffman. I have no problem with him, but I try to tag on Instagram all the SNL cast members with this show, and Marcelo recently joined the list of those who have blocked me from doing so, which of course includes Chloe for some reason. So having Chloe and Marcelo blockers of my alter ego Tom Murphy was a secret message to me. Oh, the mind games that Lauren plays with me.
Hartman. You think Lorne Michaels is playing mind games with you? Hoffman.
Oh, yes, he mixes and matches in a tangled web. He has woven a plethora of secret messages, both positive and negative, to try to get me to get to his ultimate point that he loves Saturday Night Alive.
Hartman. If you say so, boss. Anyway, how about the next sketch at the Italian restaurant?
Hoffman. Well, I didn't understand this sketch because Sarah Sherman is a bona fide fox. Okay, now in my relatively humble opinion, there's 4 sexy-ass babes on this show in no particular order: Heidi, Chloe, Ego, and Sarah. Okay, now the conceit of the sketch was that the restaurant staff was treating Sarah like she was the ugly one, which makes no sense. Okay, since I love Stop Making Sense by the Talking Heads, this sketch making no sense was a secret message to me. And I loved my Heidi being a blondie, go Chiefs. Okay, but they had Chloe as a brunette again.
Hartman, do you think Chloe being a brunette again was a secret message?
Hoffman. Well, she has blocked my alter ego on Instagram, so I guess the secret message is Chloe wants me to beat it. Which I gladly will do if you know what I mean.
Hartman, good God. And after Coldplay played again, what did you think of the final sketch?
Hoffman. Well, the final hottie of the 4 hottie horsemen is, of course, Ego, and she stole the show in this sketch with the shaking table as she cut her steak. Okay, I thought it was a very, very funny sketch, and it had the characters breaking throughout, which I love. And, of course, Ego's amazing character was a lawyer, and I'm Juris Dr. King, so having Ego play a lawyer was a secret message to me. So thanks for the props, Lord, and Dead from the Earth, we're not alive.
It's Saturday Not Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jen Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Esther Phillips, and your host, Rip Torn. Everybody, Rip Torn. Applause, applause, applause. Torn. Hello, hello, thank you. Thank you, I'm happy to be here. My career spanned over 60 years, and I was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for my part as Marsh Turner in Cross Creek in 1983. I also portrayed Artie the producer on The Larry Sanders Show, for which I was nominated for 6 Emmys, winning 1. I also was known for my role as Zed in the Men in Black franchise and Patches O'Houlihan in the movie Dodgeball. Applause, applause, applause. Torn. But the one problem I have with hosting this program right now is that I'm not dead. I'm alive and well. Norm MacDonald comes out and says, Mr. Torn, sir, on behalf of the entire program here at Saturday Not Alive, we want to sincerely apologize about you having been booked here to host before you actually died. Is there anything we can do for you? Torn. Well, how about doing your homework, MacDonald? Of course I'm actually dead. I'm just fucking with you. MacDonald. Oh, wow. What a relief. That's you're dead. Torn. Thanks for saying what everyone else was thinking. Anyway, we have a great show for you tonight. Esther Phillips is here, so get ready for some double-crossing blues. We'll be right back.